Good morning. We are doing a Ballet 1 class today. We'll focus on learning the wrapped foot position, the Cou-de-Pied, wrapping the foot around the ankle. And from there, going into Frappé, striking the floor. So we will start with our legs in parallel. Our music today is an album by Joe Cross and David Howard called A Great Ballet Class. So legs in parallel, feet right underneath our hips. We're going to do 2 demi-pliés, focusing on our alignment, going straight down, straight up, shoulders over hips, over our feet, engaging our abs. Then on the second one, we'll lift our arms, cambre forward, roll up, bring our arms with us, and let them float back down, and we'll repeat the whole thing again. So focusing on our alignment, our breath, our connection with the floor to get started. Alright, then we'll move into our turned out position and make our way to fifth and eventually to Coup-de-Pied. So we'll stay in parallel but bring our legs together so that our heels and toes are touching. Then from here we're going to rotate from the hips to first position. From first, we're going to slide, if you're mirroring me, you'll slide your right leg to fifth and back to first. So we'll just do this, and 3 and 4. And then we slide the left leg fifth to first, then we'll slide the right leg to the back, coming back to first 4 times, and then the left leg fifth back and coming back to first. So this is practicing getting into the first position turned out and the fifth position turned out with the rotation from the hips. So we want to maintain that connection with the floor. We're engaging these muscles in the back, outside of our hips, spiraling all the way down from here, from these muscles all the way down the legs, through the back outside muscle, all the way through the pinky toes. So we want all of this to be pushing into the floor, maintaining that contact the whole time. So here we go, starting with your right leg. Starting in first, but your right leg will move first. shake your legs out. You should be feeling these hip muscles working. Then we will go to Coup-de-Pied. So we'll do 2 hands on the bar. We're going to come to 5th position, and then our toes of our front foot are going to pull back, our knee's going to bend, and we reach those toes around to the back of the standing leg, and the heel stays in front until we finally pick the foot up, pointed foot wrapped around the ankle, and then we reverse it coming back down. So we put the toes down and then place the foot back in 5th. You might not be able to have your heel in front and your toe in back. That's okay, just you need to have that intention. So have the intention of your toe aiming for the back and your heel staying in front. It is important for the heel to stay in front, so if your toes don't get quite all the way around to the back, just make sure you're aiming in that direction and keeping your heel in front. So we'll go slowly up, slowly down, and up. 4 times up and down. Then we're going to switch our weight, and the back foot is going to do the same thing, but the heel will be in back. So toes move first, open the knee out, the heel comes to the back of the supporting ankle, and the toe is slightly off the floor and pointing back. If there was somebody behind me, I'd be pointing to the person behind me. And then we reverse it, put those toes down, stretch the leg, and pull it in. So we'll go slowly up, slowly down 4 times with that leg. And then we'll use the same music again. We'll take those 4 extra counts in the middle to just kind of slide to first and slide to the other leg being in front. I will give you the side view this time. So again, if you're mirroring me, this will be your right leg, which we will slide to 5th, standing up straight, taking a deep breath, and here we go. Smile on your face. And slowly bring it up, hold, slowly bring it back down, and hold. I think I was a little inconsistent there in my speed. If you'd like, you can go back and do that one again and choose if you want to do the really slow version or the version that's a little quicker. Sorry about that. Let's move to one hand on the bar, and we'll do our tendus front and back. You can also do this 2 hands on the bar as long as you have room to do a tendu in front. Some of you might be using a chair where you don't have room to go front, so we'll just turn sideways. And we'll come to 5th position again, and we'll just keep the outside arm on our hip. The hand that's on the bar is going to be a little bit in front, so we don't want any elbows sticking up. We don't want our elbows behind. So gently placed, comfortably placed in front of you on the bar. And we're just going to do tendu and close, 2, close, 3, close, 4, close and shift our way, and then we do 4 to the back, and 2, and 3, and 4, shift our weight. So 4 front, 4 back, shifting our weight, and the goal here is to find that position where the toe is right in front of the middle of the standing foot, and then same thing in back. The toe is right behind the middle of the standing foot. This will be important as we continue doing different battements that are more complicated, but we still want to go to that same point every time. So let me get some music here. All right. We'll go ahead and start with our hand on the bar, 5th position, ready to go. Tendu, and close, and 2, and 3, and 4, shift the weight to the back. Try to keep your legs straight, pulling up out of your hips. Arms down. Same thing other side. You can turn yourself around and face the back, or you can move to the other side of your bar. I'll go ahead and give you the back view here. Same thing other leg. And then we'll do the same thing with dégagés. So we'll just push off the floor this time. From here, where we have the ball, our toes on the floor, the ball of our foot on the floor, we're gonna push with those toes. So you're only coming up as far as you can come with the force of your toes pushing against the floor. We're not going way up high yet. And we're not lifting the leg. We're not lifting from the leg. We're just pushing with the toes off the floor. So same thing, 4 front, 4 back. And Second side. Sliding into fifth, outside leg in front, and now we're ready for frappés. So, frappés are sort of like coup-de-pied and dégagé combined. So we're going to start, bring the foot up to this wrapped position, coup-de-pied, or sur le Cou-de-Pied, around the neck of the foot. Then we'll put the toes down. This is the striking part. We strike the floor like striking a match. And then we brush out just with the toes, with a bent leg, with the toes brushing on the floor, to that same spot where we got with our dégagé. Then we're going to bring it straight back to that coup-de-pied position. So we go toes, out, and in. As it gets faster, then it'll be accent out, quicken out, quicken out. But for now, we'll do it slow. So toes, out, in, toes, out, in, toes, out, in. Then we'll close in fifth, pick up the back foot, same thing with the back foot. So I'll turn sideways here. We'll do 4 front, 4 back, 4 front, 4 back. Toes, out, in. So from fifth position, we can come to that fifth position by starting in parallel again, opening out from the hips to first, and sliding the outside leg in front to fifth. Make sure your hips are centered. You're spiraling down from the backs of both sides all the way through the pinky toes on the floor. Then we're going to go ahead and come up into that sur le Cou-de-Pied position. Weight on one leg before the music starts. So we're ready to go. Toes out and 2 and 3. Slide down to fifth, lift the back leg, and toes out. Fifth, switch legs. Try to keep your upper body calm. Finish. Second side, same thing. Notice that the finish is always with our arms down, our head away from the bar or toward the front foot, and slightly tilted back. Normally we would start there also, but we're keeping it simple by coming to our starting position before the music. And foot down, inside leg up. So that's your battement frappé. Practice those nice and slow for a while, and then eventually we'll speed them up. So let's go ahead and take the bar away, and we're going to do a little combination in center. We're doing preparation for Grand Jetés. We haven't done Grand Battements at Barre today, so we'll keep the legs low, and we'll just do Dégagé front and land and prepare. So we'll keep the legs low, we're not jumping, we're just marking through the position. So if we were doing this full out, it's hard to do full out with a small space in your home, but it would look something like this. We would go, and if we had lots of room, then it would look more like a split in the air, so maybe. Something like that. So we're going to keep the legs nice and low for now. If you want to, you can do Grand Battement if you've already done some other warm-ups and you feel like you're warm enough to get your legs up. But we'll just go and land, tendu, and land, tendu. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time going over this. I'll let you just do it with me a couple times, and then you can look at the video a little more slowly and figure it out if you would like to. So let me find the music. It's nice grand music, even if we're not really doing big jumps. Here we go. And present to the audience. And look where you're going. And look at the audience as you walk around to the other corner. Prepare. Present to the audience. Look where you're going. And present. And look where you're going. And look at the audience to walk around. We have an extra 4 counts here. And so that's a little bonus one to work on your own and in class if you're taking classes with me. And I will see you next time. Have fun.